Good afternoon, everyone. We are here at Interdisciplinary Studies Studio where I have an interview candidate. Her name is Mrs. Mychelle Coleman, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about interdisciplinary studies and what it means to her so we can better understand her perspective of interdisciplinary studies. How you doing, Ms. Coleman?
Nice to meet you. How are you? Nice to be here.
Well, good to have you on. So, the first question I have for you is, what does interdisciplinary studies mean to you?
Well, when I think of interdisciplinary studies, I think of the integration of two or more disciplines that are combined together to make one thing better. For example, I'm a coach, and I take my coaching skills into my classroom with my students, for instance, to be a motivator, to help them to think outside the box, to be able to help them to solve the problems that they may face on a daily basis. I use sociology to help me in being able to know where they come from, what they're all about. That helps me to be able to better understand them. By taking these two aspects, I'm able to help them to be better people and to be successful in life.
Oh wow, that's excellent. So you combine sociology, what other subjects do you use to help you with your coaching?
In my coaching, I use education, physical education as well, of course, and just a couple of other things.
That's outstanding.
Yes.
So
Mathematics.
Mathematics. I see how you can use those, and you said by using INT, you combine them, and that helps you be more effective as a coach.
Yes, yes it does.
That's outstanding.
Yes it does.
That's outstanding. I have one last question for you, and this question is, how has interdisciplinary studies changed the way you view the world before you started taking these classes?
Well, before I started taking, I'm currently taking Ideas and Influences. Before taking that class, I think I was traveling along with one eye closed. But now I'm with both eyes wide open as it relates to my creativity, my critical thinking, as well as how I have an outlook on the world itself and the different cultures. For instance, I just read How the Japanese Live by Peter Singer. And in that I found it very interesting in that the Japanese culture, they combine their employment, the employers combine their employment and their employees' home life into their corporation. In other words, they are thinking about not just what their employees can do on the job, but how it is affecting them at home. And based upon that, because of the way that they are set up, the employees in turn are giving their all for the employers. So it's like they're combining home life and employment and coming up with a greater aspect for everybody involved.
Oh wow, that's excellent. So you're even seeing how interdisciplinary studies works in other cultures.
Yes,
That's
yes,
outstanding.
yes.
So has that helped you in your perspective of the global economy or global ideas or just cultures outside of America?
I would say that it does. I mean, it brings you more of a sense of more awareness. You're not just thinking about what you're doing, but you're going outside of where you are into other cultures. And you're bringing that all into one to maybe have a better understanding of our culture as well. What can we do to fix our culture?
Outstanding. Well, thank you for tuning in to Interdisciplinary Studies Studio with Mr. Taylor and Mrs. Mychelle Coleman. We're going to give her a hand for a job well done. Thank you all.